Morning, YouTube. Welcome back to another Daily Scuttlebutt with Ivy's Family Factotum. I'm Anson. It's early. See if you can hear this. I'm not going to do it now. I don't know what that is. Some type of creature. First time I've heard that noise before. Well, I hope that's getting picked up on the camera, because that is like right up in there in the woods. So a little behind the scenes. Came over here to kind of give you guys a little glimpse of what's been going on. So I started on the other shed build, and then realized really quickly that you cannot build that by yourself. Just the metal on that is way too flimsy. Plus I had to come over here because I needed a tripod. But yeah, so this morning, I'm waiting. I'm gonna have to reach out to my community contact to say, hey, are you still gonna be able to make it today? Just to see what's going on, because as you can see there, I still need to get trusses in, and trying to do that by myself is kind of hard. Trying to be on both sides of the building at the same time. I mean, the trusses are not heavy whatsoever, so I'm pretty sure if it came down to it, I could always take my ladder, right, where that one, trying to get, you know, situated of where it's at. But if I have to put that up right in the middle, I can always pick up the truss to get it standing up right, and then set it, because once it's setting into the metal brackets, it doesn't really move. I mean, I would have to move it left or right. If it's flush on one side, it's going to be flush on the other. At least it should be, as long as the walls are where they're supposed to be. And that's kind of the whole point of really needing two people. For one, it is easier to stand it up with two people, but just to be able to get it where it needs to be and such. So, but if he's not able to make it, that's fine. I can either reach out to someone else to see if they can possibly come today, or I'll just have to wait until Saturday for when Gladys is here and not at work. So, which I already knew that this was going to happen to some of the projects that are going down, that, you know, that do require two people. You know, it's just going to take a little bit longer. So what stinks about that, though, is now I got one video in the works here, another video in the works there, another video. So now I got 3 videos in the works. None of them are finished because it requires more than one person, right? So I know that's gonna, you know, hit the channel a little bit, because we're still growing, right? We're still in our infantile stage. You know, we're not quite, you know, the little fish egg in a large sea. We're still just a little fish, okay? We've at least hatched. You know, we're no longer egg. Like on this channel, I would consider this channel to still be in the egg, in a very large ocean, right? So, but that's okay. Both of these channels will come to fruition eventually, and we're fine with that. We are definitely happy with everyone that is here, that follows the journey, that helps us succeed, and by sharing this out, you know, giving us those shout outs, it's always helpful. you have no idea how much a channel can grow in one day from another channel saying, hey, go check out our friends, or hey, go check out this. You'd be really surprised. So channels grow really quickly whenever that happens. And then obviously putting out good content, right? That's going to help with channel growth. If you're not putting out watchful content or stuff that people want to watch, then you're not going to grow, no matter how much people shout you out, right? So going through and making sure that we're putting out, or at least what we think is good content. Hopefully you guys agree. I mean, the channel's been growing, watch hours keep going up, so I think we're doing okay on that avenue. Obviously this is just like a daily vlog, so if you don't want to listen to me talk, then nothing I can really do about that, because for one, as Gladys likes to say, I love to talk, which yes and no. Depends on the situation, where I'm at and such. I still, like in gathering situations, I still revert kind of into my introvertness and don't really want to communicate, as a whole with a whole bunch of people just walking up. So I will talk to anybody, but normally those people have to come to me first. I don't know. It's just getting over that hurdle of just going and speaking and talking and talking and speaking. But normally if I'm approached first, I'll sit there and talk to you all day. I don't know. It's just how I've been, I guess. I mean, as a kid, I wouldn't even talk to anybody. I just wanted to be a loner. So, yeah. Drinking my coffee. Trying not to go out. So stuff right now is still wet. Obviously the morning dew. You can even see here on the truck the morning dew. Of course, sorry, Mom, I left the windows open in the truck again. At least it didn't rain this time. Yeah, I accidentally left the windows down. The other day when we had it wasn't a lot of rain. It was a decent storm, but it didn't really get the inside of the truck too wet, just a little bit. And then obviously now, the last couple of days, it's cooled off significant. I can never say that. Significantly. Yeah, you understand. The temperature's lowered a lot, and it causes the morning dew. Well, if you leave your windows down, guess what? All that morning dew is going to go onto the inside of your vehicle. So, I got to remember to roll up the windows at the end of the day. So, well, I was using the truck yesterday, and whenever I got done, because I was doing other stuff, since I couldn't work on this and I couldn't work on the other shed, I decided to start prepping material to fix Little Mac. You're like, oh, well, what's wrong with Little Mac? Well, let's go take a look. So I'll take you over there. Obviously, eventually I'm going to have to do some engine work, because it does have some issues with a little bit of leaks and such. Fuel injectors and things. It just needs a good rebuild. I don't even know what the hours are on this engine because the hour meter doesn't work. It hasn't worked since I got it. That's why the person I got it from, kind of bamboozled me, I think. Knew a lot more was wrong with this thing than what it actually was. So that's okay. We'll get it fixed up. But let me get you over here. I'll take a look. So if you come in and look at, so this is the one thing that he did say, that the bucket was bad. All right, cool, got it. It wasn't as bad as it is now. We actually kind of destroyed this thing. But got a bunch of holes in it. And there's already like a repair that was done over here and such, and it had a weld on the cutting edge and such. Yeah. Well, it's finally come down to it now to where if you try to pick anything up, it just falls right out the back. So dirt or anything like that, gravel. So I went ahead and prepped some material, a little bit thicker material than what's there. It will be a little bit heavier, but it will still be okay. We'll get it fixed up and operational again. But all right, so just a little behind the scenes. If you guys are able to hear that that sound up in the woods, and you know what it is, let me know. I don't. Some type of animal, bird or something, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. But let me go ahead and get you guys set back down. And I'm gonna reach out to my buddy and say, hey, are you gonna be able to make it today? And if not, that's cool. We'll continue to move forward. That's what we do. You know, even if you need the help, sometimes you can't get the help. Other people are busy. We understand. We get it. One of the persons I reached out to is probably one of the busiest persons I know. So always doing something. Never sit still. So, all right. Well, that's about all I got for you guys today. So I definitely appreciate you for following the journey. Remember to share us out, especially if you made it this far. It helps us grow. And continue to watch our content. Click that notification bell so you can know when we're posting new videos both here and on the main channel. It's greatly appreciated. And last but not least, remember to always thank a veteran at every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day. And we'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all.